Hello BookTube. Today I'm going to be doing the enemies tag. The tag was created by Steve Donahue, riffing off of Nouvelle Reads' original Friends tag. I did the Friends tag yesterday and Steve Donahue uploaded his variation last night. He was tagged by Scallydandling About the Books, from whom I also got the tag from. So anyway, and I will leave links to Steve Donahue's video and another link to Nouvelle Reads' video down below. E is for enemies. How many enemies do you currently have? To my knowledge, none. Although Sean the Book Maniac might be starting to make the list. Literary fiction, the only fiction worth reading? Really? N is for new release. Are there any November 2020 releases on your TBR? The paperback release. So in, I think January, Interior Chinatown by Charles Yu came out. And I dithered about whether or not I wanted to buy the hardcover. And about a week ago, the paperback of Interior Chinatown released, and I ordered it from Book People that following Wednesday because they had a 10% off sale. Unfortunately for me getting the book, Interior Chinatown won the National Book Award a few hours later, and basically all the copies at Book People had already gone by the time they got around to fulfilling my order, so it will be into December before I get Interior Chinatown. And I guess you could also say some of the books I did have on pre-order for the month of November. Magic by Chris Gosden, Empires of the Week by, I'm blanking on the author's name, and a few others that I had canceled. Although I'm not really all that excited about them now. But anyway. E is for Enrage. What does it take for a complete stranger to enrage you? I think making a scene. To just really act out in public. That kind of really enrages me. But I very rarely do get out, so I don't have much of an opportunity to get enraged by complete strangers, but it's usually people making a scene. M is for Malice. What's a memorably evil character who sticks with you? Vladimir Harkonnen, the Baron Harkonnen from Dune, definitely sticks out with me and or sticks out to me, and quite memorable villain. Also, I could probably point to several others, but I'll just stick with Baron Harkonnen. I is for the internet. Is there a person is there a person on it that regularly infuriates you? Not necessarily a person. I basically I'm sorry, my mouse was on a video, and so Steve was I'll explain it after I get through with this point. I largely kind of curate my internet to where there's nobody who's going to quite upset me a whole lot. What does sort of infuriate me on the internet usually is YouTube having videos in my recommends feed, or just hanging out on the homepage once I've clicked on it, that I most certainly do not want to watch, and that YouTube really should know that I do not want to watch. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. They should know by now what I want. Dang it. Other than that, not really. And not a single person that annoys me. Because if they did, I just not interact with them at all. Although that said, there was an artist I was subscribed to for years, and I really enjoyed her work. She did live streams every Wednesday. So so for several years, basically my week or my evenings were sort of like bracketed by live streams. On Mondays, I would watch an art stream and then a video game stream. And then on Wednesdays, I'd watch an art stream. And then on Fridays, I'd watch the video game streamer stream some more. And gradually, I kind of stopped doing that. I don't really, the video game streamer doesn't really stream anymore or upload content. And then the Wednesday art streamer, I don't want to name names, she kind of got political without being political. Or she's basically claiming she's not being political, but she is. Because it's basically, her politics are completely natural and so on and so forth, but any other politics is verboten. So I'm honestly getting tired of you, so I just unsubscribed a few weeks ago, and it's really not bothered me at all. E is for Eradication. Is there a book you'd erase from existence, and if so, why? Sticking with Dune, I think I would probably eradicate the Dune pastiche novels written by Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson. Now, while they're not in themselves terrible, I read the Legends of Dune, the sort of the far back prequel series that dealt with the Butlerian Jihad. And those books were not necessarily, they weren't terrible. But at the same time, they don't really sort of capture the magic of Frank Herbert's stories. They're just completely different things, and I think, honestly, those books would have been fantastic if they were completely original to Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson. S is for Seething. Is there a book that still enrages you years later? In a way, I think there is. I mean, I usually don't see a whole lot. I was thinking maybe of going with, I'd say, Dryland's End. Although I do want to give it a reread. It's been about 10 years since it's been over 10 years since I've read it. Like almost going on 15 next year. That I was really sort of found rather enraging. Although, I mean, again, I do need to go back to it. But I was thinking maybe of The Adventures of Kavalier and Clay, or The Amazing Adventures of Kavalier and Clay by Michael Chabon. I loved the book up until there was this one pivotal moment, and it just completely enraged me. And thinking of that now, also Amberlough by Lara, Elena, Donelly. Again, as I've mentioned, I love the book up until the point where Cyril is made. And I'm blanking on the specific country he's working in. And so he's forced to turn double agent. And basically, as part of his new role, he has to go back into the closet even though everybody knows he's gay. And it's just that infuriated me to absolutely no end. To the point where I wanted to bail on that book. And I haven't really gotten into any of the sequels since. So I think definitely Now that I think about it, Amberlough also, I think, is a book that really makes me seethe and rage. So anyway, that was the enemies tag. If you would like to do this tag, consider yourselves tagged. And if you would like to, and if you haven't already done either one, do the friends tag and the enemies tag all in one video. That would be awesome. Anyway, BookTube, I'm going to sign off for now. Obviously, tomorrow is Thanksgiving here in the United States, so I won't be uploading a video or making a video. So, happy Thanksgiving if you're watching from the US, and if you're not, enjoy your day. And until I see you on Friday with a book haul, sneak preview, and weekly reads, have a great afternoon and stay safe. And definitely have a safe Thanksgiving. So, anyway, thank you, BookTube.